Okay, dear friends, in this lecture we will see various cross section of channels and balancing depth and details in case of cross section. Now, before balancing depth, we will first see cross section of irrigation channel. Cross section of irrigation channel. Basic three levels you will have to keep in mind. That is, this is a canal bed level. Okay, canal bed level. We can call this as a CBL, canal bed level. This is ground level, canal bed level, that is bottommost part of section. Ground level, that is a natural ground level, and this is FSL, that is full supply level. FSL, that is full supply level. Now, based on this arrangement of the levels, canal section has been divided in three parts. That is canal in full cutting, canal in full banking, canal in partial cutting and banking. Now we see clear cut based on the value of FSL and ground level and CBL, or we can say FSL, ground level and CBL. We can designate the section whether it is in cutting or banking or partial cutting and banking. Now in this case you see FSL is below the GL. FSL, that is full supply level, is below the ground level. Again I will say that FSL, that is full supply level, is below the ground level. Definitely, is FSL is below the ground level, this CBL will again below the ground level, no doubt. When the FSL is below the GL, such type of section is known as in canal in full cutting. Got it? FSL is below GL. Now this is the section of canal, of course, which you are designed. Then here, then this is bank above GL. This is just like banking. Here there is a drain. Here this is a spoil bank. Now these two banks are used for the roadway, either for inspection path or for carriage path. Inspection path or carriage depend on type of canal. If it is a major canal, then on both sides there will be road. One will be for regular maintenance, one will be for construction. In some other case, suppose in case of miners, there will be one type of road. So service road and inspection path. Service road means for regular service, inspection path means for inspection of canal. So this is section is canal in full cutting. FSL is below the GL. And this total land, that is for base width, then based on slope, this one, then this is a berm, then this is a bank, then this is width, this is a dollar section, this is a service road, drain, spoil bank, and this total length, some length beyond this total length, which we will have to acquire for construction of this canal system, and this total width which we will acquire, and within which there will be canal section, there will be banking, there will be road, there will be this service road, there will be a drain, there is a spoil bank, and all these things. This total width is known as a permanent land width which we will have to acquire. This is a cross section in case of full cutting, that is when GL, okay, we can say when FSL is below GL, or we can say when GL is above FSL. This is first section. Now this is second one. Now we see in this section CBL, that is canal bed, is above GL. So this is GL. This is CBL. CBL is above GL. CBL is above GL. Of course, FS will be definitely above GL. Such type of canal section is known as a canal in full banking. कारण पूरा की पूरा ये कैनाल बैंकिंग में है, उसका सीबीएल जो है कैनाल बेड लेवल वो भी जीएल के ऊपर ही है. CBL is above GL or GL is below CBL. Such type of section is known as a canal is full banking. This is most risky one because seepage line will be like this. This total will be the banking. This is artificially done, artificially constructed banks, and this is FSL. This will be the saturated zone. In the case of when the canal is in banking, then there are maximum chances of failure because of seepage. So as far as possible, we will avoid this construction of canal in full banking. Again, these slopes, all these things will be decided based on type of the soil material which we are using for construction. This one, this is service road, and this one. Again, then drains and all this total permanent bank width. Third section, that is most important and which is normally used in practical. CBL, this is CBL, is below GL. CBL is below GL and FSL is above GL. You see, in first case FSL was below GL, full cutting. In second case CBL was above GL, full banking. And in third case CBL is below GL, FSL is above GL. So this is section is known as canal section is in partial cutting and banking. This is known as in partial cutting and banking. And this is normally used. Again, this section is like this. This will be just like a berm. This is a bank. This is service road. This road may be used for inspection path, depend which type of canal is there. Then here there may be the drain, here there may be the spoil bank if required, and this total land which is to be acquired is known as a permanent land width. These are the three canal section. You may be asked in examination, draw neat diagram of canal section in partial cutting and banking, or in full cutting, or in full banking, or all these things. And same this section you have to draw in practical sheets. Okay, that already given, I have already given to you. Then next topic is of balancing depth. Next topic is of balancing depth. What is my balancing depth? Just I told you that as per as possible canal should be in partial cutting and banking. In that case there will be less risk of failure, because when the canal is in full banking there is always a risk. While in case of canal in full cutting and banking, when the canal is in partial cutting and banking, in such cases, from this figure you see, partial cutting and banking means when the CBL, that is canal bed level, is below GL. Canal bed level is below GL, FSL is above GL. Such type of section is known as a canal in partial cutting and banking. Again, in the partial cutting and banking, balancing depth, we will see. This is the concept of balancing depth. Balancing depth means a depth of excavation. Balancing depth means depth of excavation is in such a way that whatever we will excavate, same excavated volume we will use for banking. This is banking. We will excavate from this portion. We will excavate from this portion. And this volume, of course, will take 1 meter length or 1 kilometer length. This volume will be used for banking. This depth, why? is known as a balancing depth of cut. When the depth of excavation is balancing depth, what are the advantages? We do not need, suppose this depth is more, excavated volume of material which is excavated is more than required for banking. Then what we'll have to do? This extra material we'll have to put somewhere else, which is known as a spoil bank. And for that, suppose spoil banking here, this extra material, and this extra material, for this extra material we'll have to acquire some land. Similarly, when this depth is less, depth of excavation is less, that means total volume of total volume of excavated material is not sufficient for banking. This total volume of excavated material is not sufficient for banking. Then what we'll have to do? We'll have to bring some excavated material from here to here. That means here there will be cuts. Which you can say borrow pits. This material will be excavated and will be provided here for banking. Again, for these borrow pits, you will have to acquire land. And this will be again, in case of rainy season, these borrow pits will be get filled up by water. It will create a great space for mosquitoes or unhealthy areas. So that's why to avoid this spoil bank or borrow pits, it is better to go for balancing depth. If the balancing depth is provided, then whatever exact volume of excavated material we will excavate, same will be used for banks. Now we'll see how this balancing depth is calculated. Again, for this section, bottom width of channel or canal is B. This side slope is Z:1. This is a bank. We are considering both this bank at the same level. For our derivation, we are considering of same level. Of course, this will not be there, but in our syllabus, which will ask of at the same level. If it is same level, then this from this to CBL, this height is considered as a H. This is ground level. This is top bund level. This is CBL. So this is Y is the depth from GL to CBL. H is the depth from top of the embankment to the CBL. And this small d is the depth of water. That is FSL जो है FSL from the FSL to CBL, this is depth of water. ये जैसे कि वैसे आपको लिखना है, because from this will not be, if you do like this, then there will be no confusion. Y is the depth of excavation, D is the depth of water, H is the depth or height between top bund level and CBL. This slope is Z:1, this slope is N:1, this slope is again we will consider N:1. Okay. Now from this figure B, Y, this volume can be calculated. For this, top width of bank is taken as T. For both, we are considering top width T. Means both these sections are same. Both these sections are same. This section may be different, but we are considering it as a same. We are deriving this formula for same banking section. दोनों सेक्शन सेम है, उसकी लेवल भी सेम है, टॉप विड्थ T है, उसका साइड स्लोप भी N:1 है, इसका भी N:1 ही है. ओके. नाउ विल फाइंड आउट एरिया ऑफ कट. एरिया ऑफ कट, कटिंग का एरिया कितना? एरिया ऑफ कट इज हाउ मच? Considering 1 meter length, you will get volume. We will first find out area of cut. What is area of cut? Area of cut will be B into Y. Right? Area of cut B into Y plus दो ट्रायंगल्स है, इधर का उधर का, प्लस एरिया ऑफ कट B into Y प्लस दो एरियाज है, ये और वो, ये z/1 स्लोप है। अगर ये इफ दिस डेप्थ इज y, then what will be this component? zy. Therefore zy into y into half, this is area of one triangle, into 2, you got this, b into y plus दो एरियाज है, ये एरिया z हॉरिजॉन्टल 1 वर्टिकल, अगर वर्टिकल y है तो व्हाट विल बी हॉरिजॉन्टल कंपोनेंट zy. सो व्हाट विल एरिया ऑफ दिस ट्रायंगल? zy into y into half into 2. So this will be by plus zy square, where z is a slope, z is to 1 and z is horizontal. यहाँ पे कंफ्यूज मत होना, हो सकता है एक आधे बार 1:0.5 अगर दिया तो इसको 1 में कन्वर्ट करना, 1:0.5 दिया तो 2:1 हो जाएगा ये. So let it be clear that this z is a horizontal component, 1 is a vertical one. So by plus zy square. आपको ज़्यादा के फॉर्मूले ख्याल में रखना नहीं है, सिर्फ इतना ही एक फॉर्मूला ख्याल में रखो, दैट टू ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिकली लॉजिकली by plus zy square. Is it okay? This is area of cut. Now area of fill. Area of fill. Area of fill means area of this one is equal to 2, दो है बैंकिंग, into bracket, एक का निकालो. If this is y, if this is h, what will be this? h minus y. Height of this bank will be h minus y. Now this area of fill is equal to 2, दो है, into t into this depth, t into h minus y प्लस अगेन यहाँ पे दो ट्रायंगल है, प्लस 2 प्लस इंटू 2 मीन्स दो है, एक और दो, 2 इंटू n:1 है, n हॉरिजॉन्टल 1 वर्टिकल, तो h माइनस वाई वर्टिकल है तो हॉरिजॉन्टल कितना होगा? n इंटू एच माइनस वाई. सो n इंटू एच माइनस वाई इंटू एच माइनस वाई इंटू हाफ, दिस इज एरिया ऑफ वन ट्रायंगल. ऐसे दो है, ये दो हो गए, और ऐसे पूरे के डबल दो है. सो h माइनस वाई इंटू टी प्लस 2 टाइम्स n इंटू एच माइनस वाई का स्क्वायर इंटू 1/2, ये हाफ हाफ कैंसिल हो जाएगा. सो दिस विल बी 2 इंटू ब्रैकेट h माइनस वाई इंटू टी प्लस n इंटू एच माइनस वाई का स्क्वायर. दिस इज एरिया ऑफ फिल, दिस इज एरिया ऑफ कट, एंड इफ वी इक्वेट दिस, एरिया ऑफ कट इज इक्वल टू एरिया ऑफ फिल, दिस इज इक्वल टू दिस. बस इसको यहीं पे छोड़ दो, z जो भी दिया होगा वो आपको दिया रहेगा, n जो भी दिया होगा वो आपको दिया होगा. फ्रॉम दिस यू फाइंड आउट वैल्यू ऑफ y, क्योंकि यहाँ पे b आपको पता है, z आपको दिया हुआ रहेगा, z विल बी गिवन, दैट इज व्हाट इज द साइड स्लोप ऑफ कटिंग. n विल बी गिवन, दैट इज व्हाट इज द साइड स्लोप ऑफ बैंकिंग. t टॉप विड्थ ऑफ बैंकिंग आपको दिया रहेगा. दिस y इज नोन, h इज नोन, h इज नोन, वी हैव फाइंड आउट y. इसके बाद का ये जो भी फॉर्मूला आ रहा है, you need not to keep in mind this formula. By directly from this, by using calculator, we can find out this y. Okay, we'll take one problem on this in next lecture. Okay.